let's put up the mugshot of these two cops who have been charged with a heinous crime against two women. And I'm going to paint a parallel here. Flint police officer and former Genesee County corrections officer are both now charged with criminal sexual conduct. Caleb Tierney, 25, that's the person on the left, is charged with 1 count of first-degree criminal sexual conduct. And Cameron Zayler, 24, is charged with 2 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct. Let me give you the background to this. The charges stem from an incident that allegedly happened back in December involving a 19-year-old woman and a 21-year-old woman at Tierney's residence, all right? According to the prosecutor, he said one of the 2 victims knew Tierney from a gym. Tierney allegedly sexually penetrated one of the women when he knew she was physically helpless, okay? The women came forward after the incident, leading to an investigation by the Linden Police Department. Investigators could not comment on whether the women were drugged before the alleged rapes. The county district court judge has set Zayler's and Tierney's bonds at $50,000 each. Both are scheduled to appear in court again on March 3rd. We're gonna follow this story all the way through. The Flint Police Department says Tierney was moved to desk duty when the allegations surfaced in December. All right, he's accused of rape. What did they do? They put him on desk duty. He was suspended without pay and removed from active duty this week after criminal charges were formalized. Flint police are conducting a separate internal investigation into the allegations against the cop. The outcome of that investigation and criminal proceedings against him will determine whether he returns to work with the Flint Police Department. Now, we've covered multiple stories on Indisputable that show direct links to police officers and sexual assault crimes. We have shown that right here on Indisputable, from minors to adults, all right? There's a problem here. There's something going on here. One of the advocacies that I promote is to make sure that police officers are routinely screened through a psychological evaluation every 6 months. It needs to happen every 6 months, period, okay? And it's not. In the UK, let's put up the picture of this guy. David Carrick, 46 years of age, is facing charges that he raped 8 women over an 11-year period. He's a cop in the UK. He was first charged in October with raping 1 woman after they shared drinks in the town. The cop, who was off duty at the time, then allegedly raped the woman at a Premier Inn. 3 more women came forward following his first court appearance, and he was charged with 19 additional offenses. He allegedly falsely imprisoned 1 woman in a cupboard under the stairs and sexually assaulted 3 of the others by urinating on them. Put up his picture again. Now remember, this is over an 11-year period. There may be more. He now has 29 counts. He's facing 13 counts of rape, 5 counts of sexual assault, 3 counts of assault by penetration, and 3 counts of coercive and controlling behavior between 2009 and 2020. He was also charged with 2 counts of false imprisonment, 1 count of attempted rape, 1 count of attempted sexual assault by penetration, and 1 count of causing a person to engage in sexual activity without consent. The cop allegedly carried out the attacks while serving as an officer, all right? Now, here's what needs to happen, okay? Typically, we contextualize the stories as it relates to police connected to the civil rights of those they encountered during a traffic stop or a possible criminal offense. But let's be very clear, there was no pretext for a traffic stop or anything like that with these cops. We need cops to all go through psychological evaluations on a regular basis, not just to catch the stuff that they do on record, but to also catch what they do off record. This is a deeply rooted psychological issue. This man is evil. This man is a serial rapist. All right, Dan, extreme but true.
The fact that you have a culture of policing internationally that will allow people like this in the force, and I am speculating, but I highly doubt that this was kept secret. Like, I'm sure someone in the police force knew about what was going on, because for it to be systemically happening over so many of a year's period, it shows a pattern in policing that I see internationally, unfortunately, where they believe that they are above the law, and so therefore they can practice within it and then become criminals themselves. It's heinous, it's sickening, it's disgusting, and until we see police actually change their culture through what you're saying, more mental testing, just having officers make sure that when they see something, say something, all these other different measures to make sure the culture of policing roots out all the bad apples. Only then will you start to see public perception of police officers start to change for the better, but it's such a long road coming.
Yeah, and so here's the reality too, brother. If you are a psychopath, if you are bigoted, if you're violent and you want to get away with it, become a cop. Become a cop, because there's a protection in that culture and they know it. That's why so many of them are part of it. There's a protection in that industry unlike any other industry on the planet, okay? And until we create transparency in that industry and we remedy these issues, you're going to still and continue attracting individuals who are like these cops we just mentioned.